Mr. JK here, and first off, welcome back to my channel. And this time, and I'm sorry, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, yeah, we're reacting to Black Condor, the greatest Power Ranger we never got. And this is by Shaman King 100. As always, the link to the video will be down in the description box below. Oh, and before we get to this video, I have two things I want to say. First and foremost, this was supposed to go out Sunday, but I got extremely lazy, so sorry about the delay. You had to get it this Monday going into Tuesday. First off, sorry about that. And secondly, thing I wanted to throw out there, I might make a community post about this at some point, but I wanted to get you guys' opinion on something I've been thinking about for a while now as a new alternative to my content on my channel. And as we all know, I'm currently just doing reaction videos, but I have been getting an expressed interest in making fanfic content. Now, I know some people are probably been thrown at that, and some of you probably don't even know what that is, but for the most part, it is a form of storytelling where we take, say, whatever type of show, movie, or comic book series or manga series that we like, and like effectively like do what if scenarios with stuff like that. So it could, like, say, what if Naruto ended up in One Piece, or what if Luffy ended up in Naruto, or something like that. And I had a few ideas for a lot of different series. Or what if Naruto had a bloodline limit, or a Kekkei Genkai, or whatever the hell you might say. And one series I've been absolutely smacking around my head as of late is I want to at some point introduce my channel, like, what a series that I make myself. Like, for instance, one series that I absolutely am constantly rolling my head about is what if Izuku was Kamen Rider X-Aid. And I wanted to express that idea to you guys out there. If you would be interested in me making what if content like My Hero Academia. And he's not the only Kamen Rider I've had in my mind. I had ones about what if Izuku was Kamen Rider Kuga, what if he was Kamen Rider Bill, what if he was Kamen Rider Agito. Just to name a few of the Kamen Riders that I would love to see a story made, and one that I would expressly love to make. And I was wondering if you guys were interested in me doing that on my channel. If so, tell me down in the comment section below. Without further ado, that's enough of me procrastinating. Let's get into the video in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, today we are finally jumping in the world of Super Sentai, and I have picked a character that I think will be a perfect start for our type of video. As today we will be covering the character of the series that saved the Super Sentai franchise, and too soon. And today we are talking about Black Condor from Jetman. So we start this off in 1998. Earth's Global Defense Force is cooking up their own.
Which one was this, Liveman or Jetman, or one of the bird themed what was I supposed to say, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai's
Super Soldier program using something called Buronic Waves, and their first success comes in a character known as Ryu, who becomes the Red Ranger for the team. Well, boy, for a super secret program, they must have had a leak, because the villains known as the Vrim drop in and instantly wreck the lab, having Ryu's wife getting voted off the ship.
Oh no!
And have the remaining energy shoot off to Earth and land on 4 other characters, giving us our team of heroes. Guy, the play-by-the-books leader. Blue Swallow, a high school girl trying to make it rich. Yellow Owl, the big, quiet, nice guy. White Swan, the pampered rich girl. And our womanizing bad boy with a motorcycle, Black Condor. And boy, I'm gonna tell you now, from the personalities I listed off, you already know things about to be dysfunctional as heck. Which I gotta say I love, because
I mean, that's like in most teams too I've seen so far. Like Ghost Shooters is a good example of this, where I think that the whole concept that we're going for is this is a team who has not accepted the fact that they're a team yet.
Because seeing them butt heads through half this season and then slowly grow into an actual team that love each other is something cool to watch. But I have to say, Guy has to probably be the most problematic one at first, because when we first meet him, he's smoking, gambling, trying to hook up with ladies, and cheating, just letting you know what type of bad boy he is. And you could tell someone as straight-laced as Ryu is not about to gel well with this guy when they first meet, as Ryu is trying to recruit all the people that got hit with the waves, and Black Condor was the last on his list. Like, hey, become a ranger, save the world. And this is where we get insight on our boy's mentality. As the Red Ranger asked him to protect the world and save everyone, Condor says something I did not expect. Shouldn't there be an end to mankind?
But it wouldn't be so bad if humans die out someday, right? Wow.
Someday? They cause pollution. They're also racist. People are truly stupid beings.
Are you sure? Jesus Christ. Sorry. It's this. My headphones are trying to connect to my computer here, so sorry about that. But yeah, getting to this one, like, wow, holy shit.
Then he headbutts Ryu and they immediately get distracted. Nah, the way they was fighting in that garage, they thought they was in Fight for New York. Bro's really triggering every stage hazard. Look at Ryu was able to knock some
motherfucker just did a rider punch. I'm done.
Sense into our boy, and just in time too, as the villains were attacking as they assembled the rest of their team, and they have their first fight all together. Oh, and they're all hyped to be Rangers. They're like, let's go, come on team, let's do this. I'm gonna break somebody's dick. What did he say?
No, he did not just do that. Yeah, I guess that would mean Chojin means, I guess, superhuman. Chojin Sentai, another Superman, superhuman squadron jetman. Bruh.
I love every minute of it.
Oh no, bruh. I know in my Green Ranger video, y'all told me this is a popular move they be doing in Super Sentai, but bro, what the heck? Just imagine coming on set that day and someone says, meat check. Ah! Nah, head chicken someone's nuts is diabolical. And man, you could tell Condor was gonna be a different type of character this season, because for the first time I've ever seen is when a Ranger are doing their final finishing move on the Monster of the Week, Condor just doesn't decide to be a part of it. Hey, yo, Hot look befuddled. He like, hey, yo, bro, this is like our whole thing right now. You're over here breaking tradition, and hop on in. And Condor petty self like, I don't like how you're ordering me around all the time. Oh, mother. And only when the monster hits him does Condor decide he'll finally shoot his gun too to help finish him off. And if I couldn't even be more surprised on how the start of this season was going, Condor throwing his morpher to him and said he works alone and he doesn't want to be a part of this, and drives on off. So Ryu hops on his bike and chases after Guy through Japan all day long to convince him to become a ranger. And only when Ryu's words echoed in his head and he saw Ryu sacrifice himself to fight off a monster to save him, he finally decides to be a ranger and become part of the team and help defeat it, while also getting a glimpse at the Vrim, the main antagonist of the season, which I think will be a good point to bring up them a little bit here. And they work a lot differently from all the other villains we've seen in Super Sentai and Power Rangers, because they're all their own individual and not working under each other like that, all wanting to defeat Jetman, and whoever does gets to rule the world in the way they see fit. So of course you have your main mastermind, you have your young kid Tran who rocks a Nintendo Power Glove, you have Maria that looks suspiciously similar to my boy Ryu fiance, wink wink nudge nudge. And my favorite, that's actually going to play a big part in Condor's story and Ryu's, is Gray, a mad chill robot assassin that loves sipping on wine and smoking on Black and Milds. And you usually just see this dude smoking in the back, chilling and waiting for his time to hit a nice one-liner. And the reason I'm talking a lot about Gray is because he's super important for Ryu and Mira's stories as well as Condor's story. As of course you could tell that Mira is the fiance of Ryu that got brainwashed and turned into a Vrim, but Gray ends up falling in love with her, gaining humanity and compassion for fellow machines and other people. And Guy starts to see the humanity that Gray is showing coming through, thinking that he's more human and more relatable than people that he even knows. And
it's a classic scenario of the machine developing feelings.
Even start having mutual respect for each other as warriors and combatants. And interesting enough, their fates are going to be more intertwined and mirror each other more than we know right now, but we'll get to that in a bit, because I want to try my best to stay on Guy, as him and the team really do butt heads and grow with each other throughout the whole
Shut up, tomboy. No.
Entire season, and changes a lot from when we first see him, but still keeping his play away. But while the series is going on, they're all going through their own trials and tribulations, drama, love triangles. Boy, it reminded me of watching Days of Our Lives just with Power Rangers. Shout out to my grandma on that one. But this actually rolls into what I mentioned earlier on how this series low-key saved Super Sentai and Power Rangers. As Super Sentai was looking to be canceled, this was like their last hurrah, just like how In Space was for Power Rangers in America. And specifically when it came to Guy, as people really looked at him as one of the most layered characters in Super Sentai thus far. I mean, of course,
I think he's almost the most realest character there.
He's handsome as all can be, and he's cool as heck. I mean, he is so beloved by the fandom from all ages. They even brought him back later on and showed him being a playboy with all the villainesses and other Rangers, which I gotta add, I did not know Shouty from Mystic Force had it like that. I didn't know they had a censor Shouty, but I see why. Shouty got abs and still I could eat sushi off of them things. But from here, the series really plays out in a way that you gotta really experience for yourself. But the ending is what really sticks with a lot of people when it comes to the show. And some of my favorite episodes have to be when it's Black Condor going against Gray. Like one where they're literally doing a 007 parody, literally taking place at the Casino Royale, where Condor is literally playing a roulette table with Gray while they're smoking a stogie, trying to help his friend's freedom. And I just love that Condor, instead of fighting this man, is like, let's go gambling! But that's just the interesting thing about these two. They have so much respect for each other that they can just have a gambling match and just give each other both what they want at the end. And that's because Guy has seen the complexity and layers of Gray. I mean, Guy has seen Gray care for other machines, care for Maria, taking hits for her and fighting him off against her. And even in a time when she was truly down bad, Gray even went and asked Condor to help him with Maria, to help save her. And when that failed, Guy saw this robot, this machine, cry over a woman that he truly loved. But their final confrontation against each other would come ahead in episode 50. After the death of Maria again, Ryu wants revenge and leaves the team, saying he's gonna go defeat the big bad by himself, and the team starts running after him. And on their way there, they run into Gray, who no longer wants to be here since Maria isn't either. But this machine asks from the bottom of his heart if Black Condor can face him in a duel so that he could have a true warrior's death, as Gray respected Condor more than anyone. And in some surprising words from Condor, he said he's a bit hesitant and doesn't really want to fight Gray. He actually respects his honor and humanity, as he looks at him as a true warrior, not just a monster. But at the end, these two knew what had to go down. So they got in their fighting stance.
It's like there's only one way to solve this, and it's throwing hands.
And that music started playing. Oh yeah. Boy, Gray swung that arm, almost took my boy's head off with the first blow. Condor thought he was good with a dodge just to get Millie rocked. Boy, I know them tin can hands had to hurt. My boy realized that and got in his suit with a quickness. Boy came in, hit the oh, but Gray turned him like a gymnast. Boy was on his back and Gray was about to chop down on my man.
3 weeks later.
It's nuts. So Condor, in the most extra way ever, done caught that ish with his feet. Boy looked at the man's face like, clean my boot, you dirty clanker. Oh, I just know it's racist. On Black History Month, no way, shot. Oh, and Condor was pounding man's face in while he was laying down. Boy was styling on him. Boy got back up, started pounding in my man's chest. So Gray uses the tried and true and flipped this man again. Bro, I have never seen someone get tossed around this much since I watched Dancing with the Stars. I swear my boy Condor spending half of this battle on his back. Boy don't even try to get up anymore. He just pulled the pistols while he's sitting and started blasting while they ricochet all over the place.
Ironic, second range, well, that I know of that dual wields guns like that.
Able to blast off with a Gray's arm, but that boy was not phased one bit as he started unloading right back at man. Oh, and boy was trying to do our boy dirty because he done went and picked up Condor's sword and was about to chop him down with it until my boy hit the perfect dodge roll, grabbed Gray's arm and blasted him with his own ish. Ooh! able to grab his sword back and go Samurai Jack on this robot, putting an end to their battle. But what happens next is the most interesting part of this battle, because after they're done, Gray is lying there knowing that he is about to die, and he compliments Sky on being a true hero and warrior and respects him immensely. And Guy, in that moment, wanting to keep Gray company, Gray asks it not be seen in his final moments, as he just wants one more smoke before he goes. And Guy, still showing some love and compassion, lights that last up one for him before he leaves him for his final moments. Of course, he reconvenes with the team and they are able to defeat the Vrim and bring peace to the world. But I have to say, what proceeded next really threw me for a loop. And want to say, if you are interested in watching Jetman, go check it out and come back to this video, as there's major spoilers ahead. But if you're wanting to see this thing through, brace yourself as we enter the prologue of the Rangers saving the world and humanity and keeping everyone safe. It's the day of White Swan and Red Hawk getting married, with everyone there but Guy, of course, being late, as he's picking up flowers for the newlywed couple, saying how his best friend's getting married today. But while on his way getting flowers on the way to the wedding, a woman by gets her purse stolen. And hey, the old guy would probably not care and mind his own business, but the new hero guy that has a new look on the world chases after the thief and had his butt meet in the concrete, not turning him into the police, but telling him not to be stealing from ladies. But it was in this moment that the biggest twist in the series thus far would unfold, as the man that stole the purse pulls out a knife and stands up and runs his knife straight into Guy. And then just leaving him there, running away. But Guy, in pain, bleeding out, instead of going to the hospital, is determined not to miss his best friend's wedding and drags himself over to the ceremony, barely able to even hold himself up, as he finally is able to make it. As everyone's celebrating, Ryu sees Guy sitting on a bench, slumped over, waving to him to come over. And the two people who couldn't stand each other at first can look there and see each other as friends. Ryu could even tell that Guy wasn't really acting like himself and went to go get some help, but Guy grabs him knowing he doesn't have much longer and tells him not to worry about it. He just had a few drinks last night. They talk about how the sky sure is bright and how this is what they risk their lives for. Everyone gets their pictures in and starts running around, while Guy's right there on that bench as the show ends. I mean, my jaw was dropped to the floor. I was never expecting something like that from a Super Sentai show. Character from when we first meet him says how much he loathes humanity and thinks maybe it shouldn't, to going to a character that grows through a series wanting to protect people and saving the world. And instead of dying by a monster, he gets killed by the people that he protected. That shit f***ed me up. But yeah, I hope you see why I wanted this to be our first
ironically poetic and tragically poetic
official Super Sentai video for the channel, and I'm really looking forward to cover more of them. Either comment down below.
Please cover more. I want to see more.
What series I should check out next, or I'll have a poll up soon and let me know what y'all think about it. Are y'all gonna check out Super Sentai now? But hey, if you like this video, I think you would like our video on the Titanium Ranger, who was the first America exclusive Ranger, and he even reacted to the video, so y'all should check that one out. If not, you two think you'll really like this video, so comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.